Hello. Remember I said I'd see you guys if I didn't fall into a deep black hole, or did I say pit? I don't know, it's been so long I genuinely don't remember. Anyway, so I'm back after a very long time. I had a brief stint with being employed. Within those 4 or 5 months I was gone. How was it? Traumatic. Let me tell you something. The hospitality industry, not for me. The amount of panic attacks I had at that job surpasses like any amount of panic attacks I've had at any other job my entire life. I was gonna sit here and just like talk shit about the hospitality industry and just people in hotels in general, because let me tell you guys, when people stay in hotels, this has never been me, but maybe that's just because I've traveled my entire life. I like practically lived in hotels for most of my life, so like I am no stranger to hotels, okay? But like some people who stay at hotels lose any survival instincts they've ever had in their entire lives. People would come up to me asking for directions to a place, a location that is in the town or the city that the hotel was at, with their Google Maps open, with the location put into Google Maps, and then proceed to ask me how to get there. I am so sorry. Look at your phone. Look at your phone. You did pretty much all of the work. The only step you're missing is actually walking and following the directions that you put in. It was absolutely fucking wild. I had to deal with some psychos. Many of them made me cry. Anyway, that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I'm going to be doing my makeup because I haven't done it in such a long time, because I've been sitting inside like every day. I think yesterday was the first day I left my apartment in like the longest fucking time. So I'm doing my makeup today to go to the store because I've been feeling a little inhuman. In this past like week, no, it's been like 2 weeks at least, of being unemployed, I have been watching a lot of TV shows. Specifically, the one I would like to talk, well, I'm not going to like do a whole fucking expose on it, but like one that I have the most thoughts about, probably because it's the one I've been watching the most, even though I haven't even finished my rewatch of it. I have been watching a lot of fucking Dance Moms, much to my boyfriend's dismay. He just doesn't understand. He just doesn't get it. Honestly, maybe because he's just like a sane person and doesn't like to watch some crazy giant woman scream at little children and a bunch of moms bitch and moan because their little Kendall doesn't have a solo. So there's like a couple moments from Dance Moms that I just like really need to like get off of my chest, because my boyfriend doesn't want to hear about it, because obviously he has zero interest in Dance Moms, and honestly I do not blame him. I need to speak about them because it's eating me alive. They're eating me alive, these things. One of the things I like to talk about, and it's like kind of like lower stakes, is Kelly and Christy and their relationship. They are by far the funniest fucking people on that show. Christy specifically is fucking hilarious. She's so funny. And honestly, I'll never get over the line, "They look like prostitutes." And she said that on national television. This one is really nothing big, but I just like was sitting with it and I was like, if it wasn't obvious that Abby had favorites, I think this was in season 4 or maybe season 3. If no one knew before this, they had to have known at this point, because the episode where Abby gives Maddie a tap solo, the dance style that she's the strongest in besides lyrical, and then gives Chloe a hip-hop solo when the dance studio that she attends every day doesn't even teach hip-hop. What? That's crazy. That's wild. And she kept saying like, well, Chloe has a chance. Like, these are level playing fields. Ma'am, have you seen Chloe? That little girl is not a hip-hop dancer. She does lyrical, contemporary, ballet. What are you on, ma'am? They did a hip-hop routine for a dance showcase. It was trash. This is coming from a girl who used to take hip-hop. That was not fucking hip-hop. Are you insane? She had like a TV show, like Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition or something like that. She claims that she like knows everything about hip-hop now because the judge next to her was a hip-hop dancer. What? And then she says that if Chloe had gone to LA to the shooting of the show, then she could have learned something and then she probably could have won. You're absolutely insane, lady. Also, this fucking concealer sucks dick, and I don't know why I keep using it. Yeah, this what is it called? I'm de-influencing you guys. The hydrating camo concealer, fuck this shit. It like lifts off it looks patchy. It's always trash. I can't stand it. It's disgusting. I should always just stick with my Dior concealer. I don't know why I always try and give it another chance, and then it disappoints me. It always just comes out like that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's always trash. Anyway, moral of the story, Emily Miller never should have been given a platform. She's an absolute trash person. I'm getting increasingly frustrated because I wanted to look cute and the makeup is just going downhill. It's getting worse as we go. This fucking concealer always fucks shit up. It pisses me off. Anyway, moving on to the fun thing that I wanted to talk about, because I think it's funny. I don't know if it's true. Actually, it's a little embarrassing. But like, I'm pretty sure if this is true from what my friend told me when I was visiting her. This will make sense in a second. I'm pretty sure she's the one who started calling herself this. So I'm not going to say what school it is because I don't know if she was private about what school she went to, but I don't see the point in having to share the specific school that she went to. But the college she went to is in my state, okay? And it's not too far from where I live. So one of my friends went to that school. One day, me and my sister go to visit her. I think we were going to a party or something that night. So we were just like all talking or whatever. Our friend goes, "Have you guys ever seen Dance Moms?" And I was like, "Oh my God, yeah, like I loved that show. I grew up on that show. Like I was obsessed with it." I'm not going to specify what specific dance girl this is, okay? Because I feel like that's just not necessary, but I do think it's funny, but I don't want to say which one it is because I feel like that's too much information. But she's like, "Oh, well, so-and-so from Dance Moms goes here." And I was like, "No way. That's fucking crazy." And she's like, "Yeah, so she might be at the party. She's on the dance team here." I didn't get to meet her. I will say that. I didn't get to meet her, but I did find out that she has branded herself, or she branded herself at this school. Her nickname, I am pretty positive that she gave herself this nickname, was the Queen of Anal. Now, I did not meet the girl. I do not know if she proudly gave this name to herself, but this is coming from a friend of mine who went to the school with her and said that this is what she was called and that she like owned it. And honestly, yeah, go for it, girl. Own it. It's very funny to me. And honestly, I was dying laughing, and it's crazy. I do that thing that Brooke does where I just like, not Brooke Highland, Brooke Schofield. Speaking of, I watched her whole like little expose on Clinton Kane. That guy's fucking insane. And I never watched clips of him singing, but oh my God, the most hilarious thing was on all of the videos, like the recommended search was Clinton Kane shake. And I think that is fucking hilarious. And I thought that was just icing on top of the cake. I was scrolling again. I've been having a lot of time to like think because I've been on a lot of social media because I haven't had a life. And somebody did like a parody of a Charlie D'Amelio video or something like that she posted. And honestly, I kind of forgot about her, if I'm being completely honest. And I'm not saying that in like a mean and hateful way. More so just like I was never really a fan of hers because to be fair, I didn't really see the point. Again, that sounds so mean. But what I mean is like she didn't really talk so much. Like with Brooke, y'all know my obsession with her. She's just gorgeous and iconic, but whatever. I just ate my setting spray. Here's a hair on my face. I can't find it. Anyway, so like the thing with Charlie's like I was never really a fan of her because like she didn't really talk in her videos or just like in general. I never really saw that girl speak. For the longest time, I didn't know what her voice sounded like. So it was like she was an influencer with like no voice because she was always just doing those little like she never did that. She never did that. Don't let me speak bad about her that way. She never did that. As far as I'm aware. But you know, like that was very much her thing. That was just never my speed, okay? I was never into that, okay? So like I said, I kind of just like forgot about her. No tea, no shade, but I did. So then I went to her profile to be like, what is Girly up to? Because I haven't seen her in a while. She's got a new look. You know, how old is she now? I know she's around my age, so I don't even think she's 21 yet. Or if you turned 21 this year. Anyway, I do think she's beautiful. I think she's a really gorgeous girl. She's absolutely a beauty. But I just never really understood her fame. And I mean, I don't hate her for it. Because like, girl, you are doing leagues better than I am. I just told you about how I had mental breakdowns working in the hospitality industry. So you know what? We're both on completely different sides of the spectrum. I'm glad she got the success she got. And you know what? I'm glad she got it so young. So she didn't have to go through the trauma of the workforce that I had to go through. Would she ever have had to go through that? Because I think her family was always rich. I don't know. But me, personally, I had to go through it. I'm glad she didn't have to worry about it. Blessed. She's truly blessed. But I don't know. I was just watching her stuff and I was like, we really choose who we get to make famous. And that's who we chose. And now I don't even know what she's doing. I think she's still doing the same thing. Except for now, like, a little bit more spicy because she's older and more mature. So, you know, throw a little twerk here and there. Well, I don't know what I'm doing with my blush. I always put some under my eye. It's like I'm trying to do a cold girl look in summer, and that makes zero sense. Although my boyfriend can attest, I'm always freezing cold. So it works. Except for, it's funny because they call it cold girl makeup, but I don't know about y'all, but like when I'm cold, I don't get flushed in the face. I turn into a zombie. All color evaporates from my face. I turn gray, my lips turn purple, and I look like a corpse. So I don't know what lucky girls look like that flushed when they're cold, because that's not me. I look like a zombie. They could have cast me in The Walking Dead. I changed my mind. I want to be in more bodies. That's the one I'd like to be cast in. Thank you very much. And again, this all ties together. I swear. Because the video that I watched that made me think of this, to be completely honest, I wasn't paying attention to a thing they were fucking saying, because I didn't know what the hell they were saying. It was like absolute gibberish to me, but it kind of explains my point. this TikTok came on, and it wasn't even like the actual podcast clip. Have you guys ever gotten those things on your TikTok where it's like a clip of something and then next to it is like some random ass video? Like this one I think was like someone pushing pearls out of a clam or something. It was one of those. And these two like social media influencer girls were just like on a podcast talking about fucking, I don't fucking know. They were talking about some random ass shit that I do not know about, nor do I care about. Okay. I don't know who the hell you guys are talking about. I don't know what is going on here, but it just made me think about something. And that is, this is the only way I can explain it. And it just like sounds kind of icky, but like bear with me, okay? I'm going to explain it the same way I explained the popular kids in my school. And when I say popular, I don't mean like Mean Girls popular. I mean like they're the kids that for some weird reason, everybody in my school knew them and they thought that they were better than everybody else. But really, the only reason everybody who knew who they were was because they were obnoxious and thought that they were better than everybody else. And that's the only reason everybody knew who they were. But, like, everyone would just talk shit about them because it was, like, low-key embarrassing. Okay, that's what I mean. So this is how I would always explain it when I was talking to my friends in high school. This is how I would explain that to them. That group, like those kinds of groups in high school, and this is how I kind of see this social media influencer group, like specifically the ones in Hollywood. Oh my God, I sound so fucking old. Specifically the ones in, like, California, LA, like that area. They are all incestual. Let me explain this because I think that this is like such a thing and it literally happens almost everywhere. Like there's like it's like people explain it as like cliques, but this goes further than cliques because even media, like social media people have cliques, you know? So like there's the, like for example, like the fucking Hype House and like Team 10, like those were cliques. But like what I mean is they're incestual because like the popular kids in school will only date the other popular kids in school. They have to keep it in that little circle. You know, they gotta keep it in the family. I know it sounds icky, but bear with me, it makes sense. So they gotta like keep it in the circle, keep it in the family. And social media influencers are the same way. They will only date other social media influencers or things like that. And it's like really bizarre to me. And like they'll only be friends with social media influencers. And okay, I get it. Maybe it's like, oh, well, you have to worry about people only wanting to be with you because X, Y, and Z, you're famous. But it's like, that's why they are so out of touch with reality, I think, is because I don't think they have much interaction with people who aren't influencers. So it's like, it's always really bizarre to me to witness interactions between social media influencers because as a person on the outside who daily interacts with people who are normal people and don't have a huge following, it's bizarre to me because here's something that I will always stand by is that if I meet a social media influencer or someone famous out in public, I'm treating you like any other damn human being on the earth. I don't fucking care. You got millions of dollars. Are you spending it on me? Are you giving it to me? Are you using it in some way to benefit me? No? Then I'm gonna treat you like any other fucking person because you're doing nothing for me. Why the fuck do I care? So yeah, good for you. You got success. I'm proud of you. Good for rising above and all that. But if you're not paying my bills, if you're not doing shit for me, I'm gonna treat you like any other fucking person. If you're not ending world hunger, if you're not ending homelessness in America, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm sorry, but I think influencers sometimes just think a little bit too much about themselves and give themselves way more credit than deserved. Because I'm going to tell you right now, most people don't give a fuck. I mean, maybe some people do. I can guarantee you it's probably like younger kids. They care. So I just always find it bizarre watching these people have interactions because I'm like, you are so out of touch with reality. It's really crazy and it's like bizarre to me. And honestly, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. It freaks me out a little bit, and it's a little bit too dystopian for me. And I don't like it. I really don't like it. Do I sound hypocritical? Why did I say it like that? Because I myself am sitting here talking to a camera slightly, but, well, to be fair, I don't have anywhere near the amount of followers that these people have. So, you know, I'm simply a girl on the internet talking about shit that pops into her mind. So, I don't have the same stake in the game. Is that the same? You guys remember when I did that Tara Yummy video? I think I've gotten better at eyeliner since I don't know. Let's see. I'm not touching it. Is it as good as it could be? No, but I'm not touching it because if I do anything more than this, I'm gonna ruin it. Now the hard thing is gonna have to be putting this on this. And maybe you guys don't know what I'm talking about because who really wants to sit and listen to a bunch of influencers have a conversation about shit that like only like 2% of the population have to deal with? Just watch any podcast that's not canceled. Canceled, they kind of have these conversations where they talk about these things I'm talking about, like these kind of very weird dynamics between influencers. But the thing about canceled is they are so fucking self-aware that it's humorous. But like watch any other podcast with like influencers. It's It's like watching two wild animals in the jungle. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. My camera died. Anyway, that was my boyfriend. My boyfriend just texted me. My boyfriend, while it was charging, I was scrolling through TikTok, and it just proved my point of what I was talking about. If I'm being completely honest, I don't know what the last thing I said was. I don't know. Okay, lip gloss. Anyway, do you guys see I did my other one? It doesn't really match, but that's okay. It's close to forgetting it. Never I see a little bit emo. If I straighten my hair and do some cunty eyeliner, I feel like 10 times better about myself. But while I was on TikTok, I got for some reason like a bunch of these videos recommending this lip liner, which I knew of because my sister uses it, but now I'm obsessed with it and I really, really want it. But as I literally just told you guys, I'm unemployed. I don't have money. Anyway, look at my hair. Do you guys remember how short it was? Like last time I think it was like here. You guys, sometimes I really think I could do better, But like today, today I truly believe that I could be famous. Other days, I say, crawl back under that bridge where you came from, you little troll. But today, you could catch me like on a podcast with Tana and Brooke talking some shit about some influencer that did me dirty at some stupid exclusive party where people with only 1 million followers and above can attend. Which also I saw while I was on TikTok again, which proved my point. There was like this party and they had two signs. I don't know if it was a joke, but regardless, fucking ridiculous. It was like 1 million plus followers, go here. And then if you have less than 1 million followers, go over there. It might have been a joke, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it were true. I would not be surprised whatsoever. I'm out of my favorite perfume, so we're using this because I refuse to stink. One of my biggest fears in life, that's an exaggeration. One of my biggest fears is being out in public and smelling bad. So I put on a shit ton of lotion and a shit ton of body spray. My favorite perfume, Call Me Basic, is Miss Dior. Listen, if you have not watched the show, The New Look, on Apple TV, watch it. And you will know why. It's just like another reason why it's my favorite perfume of all time. It's fucking amazing. Can you believe I'm doing this to go to a grocery store? A grocery store. Why am I talking like that? Don't ask. A grocery store in a small town full of a bunch of old people. This is not... I've never in my wildest dreams imagined I'd be living in the place that I'm living in. I don't hate it. Do I enjoy it? Not so much. What I do enjoy is that my waxing place is literally 5 minutes down the road. European Wax Center... my girls. Fucking amazing. Tomorrow I'm going to a concert. This is like just random like word vomit at this point. I forgot to do my boyfriend back. I randomly just got like the biggest fucking headache of my life. What the fuck? It's like in this cortex of my brain. Anyway, I've also had 3 cups of coffee and it's, oh my God, it's 3:24. But to be fair, I had the first 2 cups of coffee within like, wait a minute. Yeah, I had the first 2 cups of coffee with like in an hour of each other. So that cannot be good. I've also not even finished one of these, so that's a problem. Anyway, I was supposed to be going to the grocery store, and I still haven't gone. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now because honestly, I could keep talking forever because I can continuously keep coming up with a random shit to talk about when I'm talking to myself. And also, I'm getting way too obsessed looking at myself in this viewfinder, so I feel like I need to stop. Honestly, like, I kind of outdid myself today, I kind of did. The gloss is glossing. Sometimes I do think I sound a little bit brain rot-ish, but my brain is rotting. I am rotting. I've been spending the past week doing schoolwork. I'm still in college. Not fun. I'm still in college, so I've been doing schoolwork and playing Diablo 4 constantly. All week. My necromancer, level 56 at this point. 56 or 57. Also, her outfit's so kind. I love her. That's it. It was nice seeing you guys again. Also, follow my TikTok. I'm going to link it down below. I don't talk on it because I don't know what the fuck to talk about on TikTok. I really only post TikToks when I feel hot. Oh my God, I didn't put mascara on. I'm a fucking doofus. Anyway, yeah, so that's it for now. I hope I don't disappear again. But yeah, follow my TikTok. Like I said, I really only post on it when I feel hot. So it's just me lip syncing 2 songs and audios that make me feel hot. So, if you want to look at that, you can, I guess. Anyway, I hope to see you guys another time. Bye.